And we're live. Welcome back, everybody, to another week of Cooking with Carl. So today, we're not going to do the double recipe just to the nature of waiting and stuff and how this is going to work. So here's the game plan. First, hey, DJ O'Neills, welcome in. How you been? The game plan today is first, we're going to make some flan because that requires an hour's worth of cooking time. So we're going to make the flan, we're going to put it in the oven, and then we're going to make white chicken chili, which cooks in a pressure cooker, an instant pot. So then that needs to sit for 20 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on, I'll look at the recipe again. And that needs to sit there for that amount of time. And then while that's cooking, we're going to make some lemonade to drink. So that's the plan for today. Let's get started. So, of course, if y'all would like to follow along, there is a recipe in the Discord. I've been doing all right. This is what? The second to last cooking stream that I will be doing before leaving for Japan. That's right, because today's the third. What? No. Third to last? Today is the third. Do it on the 10th. I'm not going to do it on the 17th. I'm going to do something else on the 17th. I haven't decided what. Because 17th is going to be my last stream. So I'm not going to do it on the 17th. Yeah, so we'll see. So yeah, this is the second to last one. Wow. It's been a great run. But yeah, so let's get started with the flan. Like I was saying, the recipe can be found in the Discord for anyone that wants to follow along. How's my camera? How's my camera all lined up? If I'm standing right here, if I'm cooking, y'all can still see me? Nice. Okay. Let's pull the recipe up. We have melt sugar until liquefied and golden in color. 1 cup's worth, right? Jeez, whole cup of sugar. Did you play Among Us? Yeah, well, I mean, that was what? That was like a year ago, a little over a year ago. Among Us. Yeah, I'm sad that that died. That was some fun stuff. You know, people just weren't showing up, and then the people that were showing up were just little kids that didn't know how to be courteous, and that was like, ugh, that was getting gross. I am not sad. I'm sad that I had to, but I'm not sad that I did end up like stopping that. But yeah, those were some fun times. All right, medium saucepan or medium low heat. Melt sugar until liquefied and golden in color. So caramelize it, and then carefully pour the hot syrup in a 9-inch round glass baking dish, turning dish to evenly coat the bottom and the sides. Set aside. So I'm not sure entirely how true this is. Um, but I keep hearing that melted sugar is actually really, really dangerous, like compared to, say, if you're boiling a pot of water. Because the thing is, sugar melts, I think, at a higher boiling point. Melts higher than water's boiling point, I want to say. So if you're melting sugar, you it's going to be hotter than boiling water. And because sugar is so viscous and sticky, if you get any on you, it'll stick. So not only is it hotter than boiling water, it also sticks to you. Whereas like if you pour boiling water on your arm, like it runs off, right? So you want to be extra careful when you're handling molten sugar. So we're just going to wait for this to stir it around a bit, wait for it to melt. This is medium low sugar, so medium low heat, so we're doing like 3 or 4. Riolo's my brother. He's still around. It was like my siblings started losing interest. But yeah, the thing is, even if they showed up, right? Let's say they showed up right at the start. So my brother and my sister show up immediately. That's 3. Can't play an Among Us game with 3. Maybe we get one other person showing up. That's 4. You can technically play an Among Us game with 4, but it's not going to be fun. So then strangers come in and they say, okay, well, that's a group of 4. I don't want to be a group of 5. That's going to be lame. Like, I'll find a group of like 8 and or 7. I'll be the 8th person. And then that'll be better. So then it kind of gets to the point where if it's popular, then you immediately get people, oh, I want to play, I want to play, I want to play. And then we get 6 or 7, and then we're able to maintain critical mass the entire time. But when it starts dropping in popularity, it's kind of exponential dive, because if it's not popular enough that a couple people show up, then no one wants to show up because no one wants to deal with a 5-person lobby. Even though, ironically, someone's got to join in and be a 5-person lobby, and the more people that join in, the more people that want to, right? Not many people want to join in to make a 4, but someone would be more likely to join in to make a 5th, to be the 5th and not 4th, and so on and so forth. You get it. You get it. Yeah, that, and like I said, this is back when I was still family friendly only, and then like just little kids that were the only people that wanted to play Among Us, and then they would just freak out. I remember one person was like, I saw this person vent. They're the imposter. They're the imposter. And they were like, okay. Okay, you're being accused of venting. What's your story? And then the kid would be like, no, listen to me. I told you. He vented. I knew it. Why do you even need that? And it's like, dude, shut up. Because you could be lying. And that's the whole point of the game, is to lie. So yeah, that's kind of why I had to lay it to rest. Among Us. Waiting for sugar to melt. A watched sugar pot never melts. All right, starting to get melty, starting to stick to the pot. Now we want to make sure to stir it up because it's really easy to burn sugar. Can't tell you how many times I've tried to make caramel corn and then you just get a little bit of burn in there. Hey, Phoenix, welcome in. It's been some time. How have you been? Why are we yelling? Ugh. We're melting some sugar. Making some flan. Oh, there we go. It's starting to melt. Starting to melt. Like I said, you want to be super careful about melting sugar because I believe its melting point is higher than the boiling point of water. So it's hotter than boiling water if you get it on yourself, and it sticks to you. You've been better, not going to lie, but you're sure you'd be better to watch this stream. I'm doing all right. Well, I'm glad you're good enough to be enthusiastic, and I hope you're just not yelling to try to compensate for how crappy you're feeling. I hope you're not feeling that crappy. What's going on? Is it because Pride Month's over? I'm kind of sad, too. Rainbow Pumpkin went away. You said, I'll see you next June. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-da-bum. Ugh. You can see it's got little chunks. It'll start getting really liquidy. So what we're gonna do after this is when this is all melted in caramel and color, we're just gonna pour it and coat the sides and bottom of this pan. It's okay, you love Pride Month and the Rainbow Pumpkin, however your friend is ill. I hope not too ill. What the heck? Look at this, guys. No, it's leaving green chunks in my... What the heck? Is this not heat resistant? Well, okay. I'm gonna have to reset. Hold up. Yeah, we got a wooden spoon in the works. Usually, in my experience, the old rubber silicone spatulas can handle melting sugar, but I guess that one is not. Yeah, it's not so much. So my father's finishing up scraping all the sugar out of the bottom because that's the only that size pot, and that's the size pot I need. So we got a wooden spoon lined up here. Can you give me the wooden spoon? Put it. So yeah, restart. Thank you. Yeah, because I like using the rubber scraper because, in theory, they can scrape the bottom of the pan and the pot and make sure that everything gets scraped up. Okay. Reset. How we doing? Are we still here? Did I chase y'all away with all that dead air? There. Resistant to temperatures up to 451 degrees Fahrenheit. Wooden spoon. Fahrenheit 451 is the combustion temperature of paper and wood by extension. Gonna have to get some more sugar. We ran out of the sugar in the thing. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. We should have a bag of sugar in here, right? I definitely had enough sugar to start out with before I threw a whole cup of it away. I'm missing the sugar. There's the bag of sugar. Thank you. I knew he had a bag somewhere, just hiding from me. Oh, well, knock on wood. At least I can still say I've never cut or burned myself, or otherwise injured myself on stream. Still can't believe it just melts. Do not eat that flan. All right, fill up the sugar tub. We do the sugar tub. That is not directly over the heat. First 20 minutes got chucked, thrown away. We're back in business. So how's what movies are we marathon in Phoenix? If you're still here. If I didn't drive everybody away with all that dead air. Ooh. Okay. So we're going to stir this up. As soon as this melts, we're going to keep stirring it. Make sure it doesn't melt. And then we're going to slather it all over the sides of this pan. This baking thing. Let's see. It says whip, but I think it should be okay. Because the flan's not fluffy. It's just kind of gooey. Yeah, I got a whisk. Yeah, you can use the mixer if you want. What are you using the mixer for? Frosting for the flan?
No,
What?
you're doing your thing. I'm doing it now. I get frosting for leftover gluten-free.
Hey, kitty woman, welcome in. How you doing? I think I chased the first two viewers off when I melted a spatula and had 20 minutes of dead air of me trying to wash this pan out of all this sugar. We're making some flan in honor of the recent Dead by Daylight anniversary. Yeah, I melted the frickin' spatula. Could not believe it. But yeah, the Dead by Daylight anniversary that ended a couple days ago, they had the special offering was the Frightful Flan, R.I.P. spatula indeed. It was the Frightful Flan. It was an offering you could get that could would give 106% more blood points in all categories for all players in the trial. Risotto stream. It turned out all right. I liked it. I'm not a fan of rice dishes in general, so I was pleasantly surprised to see that I quite like it. Yep. Yeah, so heading to Japan, and I'm not a fan of rice dishes. How does that work? But yes, turned out nice and cheesy. I still got like half a bottle of wine. I gotta figure out what the heck I want to do with. I know I bought a can of beer for the beer battered fish and chips stream, and I ended up just pouring it down the drain. Whatever I didn't use, I was just like, well, a few rice dishes you actually like, yeah. Nice and cheesy, smooth. Came out well. So we're making flan, white chicken chili, and lemonade. You know what? I forgot. No, I'll get the strainer later. I don't want to leave this sugar unattended. Nope, nope, nope. You don't want to burn the sugar. Really easy to burn the sugar. Can't tell you how many times I try to make caramel corn and I just burn the sugar. Just a little bit, but it just that bitter taste just permeates through the entire dish. See, I'm fancy. I call it a dish. It's not a recipe or the food. It's a dish. So Gordon Ramsay said with the caramel corn that you don't want to stir it up because it'll like crystallize or something. How about the raspberry tea? I did enjoy that. I wish I had more raspberries. I wanted to go crazy with raspberry syrup, but yes, that was a good drink. If you would like to get my full right in the moment uh review, if you go to my VODs channel, then you can yeah, you can see it there. It should be over there, and you could just skip around if you really want to see what. But I liked it. I did, and it's a good thing too because I have a whole box of whole box of black tea now that I got to figure out what the heck to do with. So I might make up a whole bunch of like blueberries. I got blueberries and strawberries to put in the lemonade this time. So I'm thinking I might make up a whole bunch of blueberry and or strawberry syrup and just, refrigerate it and put it in some iced tea. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Get all the little bits broken up, melted up. I'd rather, that's good enough for me. Let's pour the hot syrup into the pan. Might want to turn the heat off. Now it said to spin it. I don't really have space to spin it, so this is what I'm doing. Try to get it to coat the entire side as much as possible. Good enough. So, we got this caramely syrup, right? Coating the entire bottom. And then we're going to whip up stuff in there. And then we're going to pour that in there and then bake. So, let's pull the recipe up again. How do we need? Oh, 375 degrees. 350 degrees. I'm sorry. I'm baking. Start. Melt sugar, blah blah blah, in a large bowl. I did get a large bowl, but then I filled it up with water like an idiot. Can I get a large bowl? Oh, probably the next bowl up. Actually, how much am I putting in this? Putting a can of sweetened condensed milk. This is beans. A can of sweetened condensed, a can of evaporated, and 3 eggs. Never mind. Maybe the second bowl. Oh yeah, one of those. That could work too. About the same size. Thank you. Okay. Beat eggs. That's the right song, right? Beat it! Beat it! Nice and custardy. So basically what this is just caramel on the outside and custard on the inside. Basically. I mean, it's just eggs and milk and heat. The heat's the best part. I'm Mr. Heat Blister. I'm Mr. Sun. All right. Break, break, break. How beaten do you think these things have to be? Do you think? Well, that's a cute little emote. Eve everybody. See, I wonder if like my emote code is Carl12. Carl12. CARLTH 12. And I see emotes like that have a different code, like EHV, and I wonder if it's because they were around longer and therefore they got first dibs before the thing changed, or if they're a partner and they get to choose what their emote code is. Should probably be over here, shouldn't I? So how beaten do these things need to be? Like, it doesn't need to be frothy, right? Ugh, I don't have space. Ooh, shipped right off. Caramel. Doesn't taste burnt. That's good. Doesn't taste too caramelized, but that's also fine. Yeah, I don't think I'm used to using. Probably fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'm agreeing. It's probably just blend it, you know? Because even if I whip it, it's probably gonna settle. There's no. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Beat in the condensed milk. Meyer brand. Anybody else purchase Meyer brand things? Not sponsored, although I wish I was. Oh my god, it's escaping. Oh! Yeah, Meyer is a very popular um, supermarket chain in the Midwest, in certain areas of the Midwest, and they have their own. They have their own brand of stuff. Lots of stuff, and it's generally it's generic brand type thing. They make generic versions of a lot of things, but to me, the quality is often is comparable to any name brand stuff. So I personally am a big fan of Meyer brand. Very usually cheaper than the name brand stuff as well. I would imagine they can cut some costs by um, carrying it in their own store. They don't have to get it from anywhere else. The East Coast. How's your mother, by the way? Mmm. Eating condensed milk. She doing all right? I hope. Are you back at home and doing your thing? Really well? Good, good. Glad to hear. You're home? Nice. You're all situated. You're not living out of a brief suitcase or whatever. Living out of a briefcase. Yes, I have everything I need. Documents. And more documents. Realizing I can't really beat this, it's gonna overflow. So I'm just gonna do this. You know what? I am my own electric mixer. It's probably beaten enough. Evaporated milk. You only had a backpack? Oh no. What transportation did you use? Planes, trains, automobiles? Oh frick, that's a shake well before. Whatever. I'll be shaking it well when it's in the mix. Oh jeez. Ah! Stealing a shot glass of vanilla. All of them, jeez. You know what? I don't think I've ever been on a long distance train. You know, I went to Cedar Point a few weeks ago, and they had a little like mini train there that takes you to the other side of the park. But really comfy. I would assume I'm probably gonna get some train action in the in Japan. Oh goodness, my dad turned on my stream in the other room, and I can hear myself now. But yeah, they got the Shinkansen, of course, and lots of different trains, and they're supposed to be super accurate in terms of their timetable. Slipping a couple minutes a year and all that good stuff, a couple seconds or whatever. All right, that's probably mixed together as it's gonna get. We'll add the how much vanilla? A tablespoon. Ooh, ooh, tablespoon. Hmm. I'm wondering how how many we've got. Vanilla's good stuff. What is it? Eight more subs until the lifetime subscription goal. I was thinking if I hit the DVD goal after the rank reset, which is the 13th of every month, I was going to do just like a Dead by Daylight marathon until I hit rank 1. I knew it was going to be not feasible when I put the thing there, the start, the goal there when I started out, but I didn't realize how long it'll take. Because I just got red rank like at the end of the anniversary, and I've been playing a lot. Because you have to like pip 5 times. Let's say you pip every match, you have to pip like 5 times to go up 1, and there's 20. So you have to pip 100 times. So you have to pip in 100 matches. You play 100 matches and pip in all of them. And every time you de-pip, it cancels out 1. So I was thinking of just going like a crazy multi-day marathon and like inviting anyone that streams um Dead by Daylight to just come in and join in, Specifically Lauren, got her in mind because we were saying at the end. Um Whoa! Hey, thank you for the gift sub, Pikachu! Whoa! So 7 more then. 1 step closer, yeah, 7 more steps. Because it's like I'm put in the awkward situation where, I mean, I know I don't technically have to do anything. Like I'm not obligated. It's not a legal binding agreement, but still, if I reach the goal, I wanna do it, right? And so, like, what happens if I reach the goal after I go to Japan? Ooh, that tastes so good. Dude, I'm so upset I don't have that Pikachu Libre. Pikachu Libre is one of my favorite Pokemon. I like Pikachu Libre. Okay. How long? Well, let's put it in first and then close the oven and then we can check how long. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm gonna have to do, but like it'll get done if it happens after Japan, but it's just like it's just gonna be such a big pain because I'm not only am I gonna have to find time, I'm gonna have to find a lot of time. And I always hate to be like, oh, it's coming. 60 minutes. That's right. That's all right. I remember. A full hour. Gotta go wash my hands. I got some goo on it. So we are only doing one run of the recipe, just because both the recipes kind of um, are made uh, aren't really made to be made in little batches or anything like that. So let me just wash off the spatula. Mmm, more caramel. Okay, so then we're making white chicken chili. So this one's pretty simple. Basically, how it works is you put all the stuff in a pot, the Instant Pot. You put it in the Instant Pot. It's over there because camera angles and all that. It'd be freaking nightmare. Put it in the Instant Pot, and then yeah, and then you just let it go. Pretty much. Place all of your ingredients into your Instant Pot bowl in the following order. Where'd my forks go? I brought fork. Did I not? I swear I grabbed a fork.
Yeah, you don't need the forks until after you cook them.
I just want to use my fork to get the thing out and transport the raw chicken. Nope. So 2 chicken breasts. 2 large chicken breasts. I think this qualifies. Nice large. Plop. Slop. I don't want to touch any of the raw meat because you know, as my old mother always says, you want to treat raw meat like it's poisonous because kind of is. Kind of is poisonous. Thank you. You know, you can have bacteria on it and whatnot. And you really don't want it to touch anything else. So that's why I used a fork. Fork goes in the chicken. All right, so drain black and white beans. We got black beans. We're just gonna pop a hole in that, and we got white beans. Pop a hole in that. So how we're gonna drain it is we don't even need a sieve. I'm just gonna use the in order to do it on camera. I'm just gonna use the bowl I used to whip all the custard in. But what you can do is you just put a little hole in the side of the can with the can opener, and then should be able to just pour all the juice out. Huh?
Some of those beans might need to be. One of those needs to be rinsed.
Just drained, I think. Oh, black beans drained and rinsed. Oh,
So yeah, you can just rinse them out.
that's true.
Cold water.
You might want to pop a hole on each side to let the air escape. Sorry if I do some of this off camera. I think y'all know how to rinse the beans. I'm going to go rinse these real quick. I'll be right back. Getting hungry now? I mean, that means I'm doing a good job, right? I'm making it look good. I'm making it look appetizing. So that's the rinsed beans. So, if anyone wants, next week will be my last cooking stream, maybe ever. So, if anyone is interested, I don't think I've ever had anyone cook along with me. So if anyone wants to suggest something that they want to cook along with me, then for those of you like Kitty Woman who routinely get hungry when watching my cooking stream, maybe cook along, and then when we're done, you won't be so hungry. You put this in the sink. Just the bean juice. Carl, I have returned, says Phoenix. Welcome back. I'm sorry that you had to leave and the last thing you saw was dead air because I freaking killed the spatula. Chopped onion. Actually, can you pass me a butcher knife? I forgot. I remembered the paring knife. Thank you. So that, I just asked my dad to hand me a knife. That is good knife etiquette. If anyone is handing you a blade or a sharp implement, good etiquette is to say thank you to denote when you have firm control of it so they know when to let go of it. Because what can happen is if you go to hand someone something that is sharp and they don't grab it in time, but you let go of it, then it falls to the floor and damages your surroundings and or yourself. Heating up pizza. I'm going to be heating up pizza for some dinner. Maybe. I mean, I have some pizza all in there, up in there. Oh yes, dear father. I got a message from my mother. If I would not be opposed. Did she tell you about this? The mower? Okay. Yeah. I figure. I said I would. I do not speak for you. Carl for safety. I'm a big proponent of safety, right? Because you 9 times out of 10 you can do things unsafe and be absolutely fine. You can whatever, but that 1 time out of 10, you're yelling at your son and you're saying, "Hey, can you come downstairs and drive me to the emergency room because I accidentally sliced my hand open because I didn't wait for the blade to stop." Hypothetically, hypothetically, hypothetically speaking, you know, and the best thing to do, like the other thing, bear claw grip. Handle towards the person. Yeah, you hold the blade. They, and they grab the handle. Correct. Another thing that I do when I'm cutting, I grab the things like this because I put the blade against it. Because if I slip, whoa, I don't stab myself. And the blade is angled away from me. So that's all chopped up. Let's put the oven. So a medium onion. This is like 3/4 of a big onion, so good enough. It's not gonna impact the final flavor too much if you don't get the exact amount of oil. Are you choking? Well, okay, that is proper thing. So if you are choking, obviously you cannot. You can give yourself a Heimlich. But if you are choking, proper thing is to do this. This is the symbol for I am choking. And there is the meme video, but if you think someone is choking, you should not immediately do the Heimlich maneuver on there. You say, "Are you choking?" And they'll go, "Oh," they'll nod, and then you get behind them, you put your arms around them, one arm, one ball, one hand in a ball, in a fist, grab it with the other hand, and into their stomach, pull up. And what you want to do is you want to press into their abdominal cavity, so it puts pressure up and out their esophagus to force the food out. I do believe. So that's how that is what you do in the case of someone choking. You can technically do it on yourself. Ugh. Ugh. Don't actually though. Don't actually. I was not pushing hard enough, and my abs were flexed because you can squish your organs. You can potentially mess yourself up. Obviously, if someone's choking, you were choking on some steak and no one came to save you. Were you with people? I mean, if you're living alone and you're choking on steak, I don't know. It's a shame, but I don't know what you expected. But did you do the thing? Did you say, "Oh my god"? Corn with juice. Screw that. I ain't putting no corn in this freaking chili. No government subsidized freaking crops in this. You're with your family? Well, then how'd you do it? Did you just have to luck out and unchoke yourself? Bruh. All right, so corn with juice, tomatoes with juice. So this specifically asks for Rotel, mild diced tomatoes, and green chilies. Oh, God. I don't even want to talk about the CPR on a baby. It tells you to go in the other room because you thought it was... Thanks, guys. Could you go and freaking die somewhere else, please? You're about to vomit. I make me vomit. Jesus Christ. Half teaspoon chili powder. I'm not a big fan of spicy crud. Like, Jesus. So, just a little bit. Kitty woman, could you go die somewhere else? You're making a scene, okay? If you need help, call up your friends. Come on. Lift to pour. Ooh, smell that cumin. 1 teaspoon cumin. That I think that used to be how you're supposed to do it, but then they're like, that's not good, Patrick. So you can end up like giving trauma to their esophagus, trachea, their pharynx. Wait, Carl, what? What did I just do? Did I mess something up? The Heimlich. How do you spell Heimlich? Heimlica. Is it that? Heimlich. Yeah, Heimlich. Heimlich. Heimlich maneuver. I assume it's some guy's name. The Heimlich. Do I, Tay, and the others live in the same apartment? No, I do not live with Tay. Yeah, I live with my dad. Hey, Izzy, welcome in. It's been some time, my guy. How's life? Yeah, Heimlich. Maybe. I don't know when you said Heimlich. We're talking about safety protocols, Izzy. How to handle sharp knives, what to do if someone's choking, a little bit of CPR. You know, the essentials. I mentioned some power tools safety too. Okay, we got the teaspoon of cumin. Ranch pack. Yeah, I talked about how dangerous melting sugar is. We got a flan in the oven. A ranch packet. Okay, we need a ranch packet. Ranch. Doing amazing. You just got engaged? What? Anyone I know? I assume I don't know this person. I'm doing all right. Someone, I don't have any party rave music. Sure, I'll give you a and there goes the battle for you. It's the least I can do.
And there goes the battle.
You win. You got it. All right, a ranch packet. Boom. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I have big news, you know, in a few weeks I'm going to Japan. I'm moving to Japan, and getting a job there. So sadly, this is the second to last cooking stream. So, you know, I'm kind of bummed about that. But you know what? I'm here. I'm happy. We're making some chicken chili. We got a flan in the oven. So yeah. Stir everything to combine and get some of the juice under the chicken to keep it from scorching. Excuse me. So we stir it all up. Do you have a wedding date yet? I don't know how weddings work. Yeah, get some of the juice under there. Oh wait, I forgot the chicken broth. Where's the chicken broth? Okay, there it is. Half cup of chicken broth. Half a cup of chicken broth. Dang, we got a party on here. Why can't every stream be a party? All right, we got half a chicken broth. Half a cup of chicken broth. Swip, swip, swip. You always hear about, like, you know, people get engaged and then their wedding's like 3 years out or something ridiculous like that. And you know, like I said, I'll be in Japan, so you know, I don't know if I can attend. So feel free to not invite me. I know I know. See, I can make those jokes because no one in chat, well, most people in chat aren't within smacking distance of me. So I can get away with stupid jokes like that. Okay, so there's all the juice. Start confirming plans yet? Talking hypotheticals is celebrating. Yeah, you said what? That was this weekend? Am I remember this? Yeah, this weekend. Holy cow. Crazy, man. Yeah, I would assume, probably you should look before you leap. Definitely. Don't put the cart before the horse. Cream cheese. Cut cream cheese into 6 pieces and place on top of the chili. Dang. Nice creamy goodness. So I know, folks, I'll say this again. I usually make the recipe twice, but given how long the cook times are on this, I'm just making the recipe once. And they're not the best recipes in terms of um, splitting them up. It's like make a 1 serving flan. Just make the whole pie. Where? I swear I had a butter knife. I don't know where it went. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 4, 5, 6. There we go. Cream cheese. A whole thing of cream cheese. God. I don't even want to think about the calories. Okay. Are you okay? In chat, I gotta get a poll. How many people have had flan before? I've never had flan before. Okay. Cover and seal with lid. Oh dear Lord, I forgot. I forgot to put tin foil on the flan. Never had one. Yeah, me neither. So nearest I can tell, it's like a caramelized sugar on the bottom with custard on the top, and then you flip it over. Ah, no. Ooh. Good enough. So we'll see. So what you do is, to do a quick recap, I melted some sugar, caramelized it, put it on the bottom. Did I burn my elbow? I almost did. What? There's no hair on my elbow? That's a lie. It's an actual lie. But yeah, we made some melted some sugar, caramelized it, coated the bottom of a glass pie pan, and then we basically made some custard, put it in there. Yeah, I'll make sure. Cover with aluminum foil, and then when we serve it, we're gonna take it, we're gonna flip it once it's completely cooled. Itchy nose. Okay, cover and seal with lid. Switch the valve to the sealing position and cook for 20 minutes on manual high pressure. Once it's done, let it naturally depressurize for 10 minutes, and then switch the valve to the venting position and let it complain to you the entire time to completely release steam. Okay. So the pot's over there. Sure, why not? Here you go. So let's go over here. We're moving on over in the world. Your side, you gotta hold it sideways. There you go. So we put the pot in the lid, in the thing. Put the lid on.
Sealing position.
No, I'm pulling up the recipe.
I say you already sold it. The sealing position is back.
Seal. And then cook for 20. Am I sideways? No, I'm not sideways. Not anymore. Maybe you have the killer latency. Cover and sealed lid. Switch the valve. The sealing going to cook for 20 minutes on manual high pressure. Pressure cook. 20 minutes. It just stays there. Normal, high pressure, and that's it. On. Okay. Not sideways anymore, but it was an interesting sight to tune into. Welcome in, Captain Ultros. And we'll let that sit. Thank you, thank you. For those of you curious how I get the camera angle I do, let me just show you. It's literally just a board. Woo! A board sitting on the spice cabinet. Like with the spices there. With the hole in it that I drilled a hole into very, very crudely. And it's just big enough that if you put it right, you can't see the board at all. And that's how I get this camera angle. Sorry if anyone has motion sickness. But, what are you going to do? Okay, so while that's doing, we'll make it a classic. So if you're not too familiar, one thing that I like to do, let me put this chicken in the fridge. One thing that I like to do is if I need a filler or something to fill the time up, I'll make some lemonade because it's easy, it's delicious, and it's fun. And what I'll do is to try to shake it up so I'm not just doing the exact same thing every time. What I'll do is I'll add some other fruit juice to it. Lemonade, yes. I'll add some other fruit juice to it. In this case, although we have done it before. One sec. Although we have done it before, we've got strawberries at my father's request, and I have decided to shake it up with blueberry. In the past, we've done raspberry, blackberry, strawberry, peach, dragon fruit. That actually wasn't that great. But we've got non-GMO, naturally seedless lemonades. Fun fact about lemons. Last I checked, there were no FDA approved or, even people looking into making GMO lemons. So if you see a lemon that is advertising the fact that it is GMO, you could say, yes, all lemons are GMO. Because the thing is, it's really expensive to develop a genetically modified crop. It takes a lot of research, takes a lot of time, takes a lot of mistakes. So most companies will only invest time into things that they can really sell into really big cash crops like corn, soy, wheat, sugar beets, things of that nature. So I found that 4 lemons makes a good amount. So we've got our juicer. We got the juicer. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you put something on this oven in the back, it gets really hot because of escaping gas. So let's put that there for now. So, the way I cut lemons. Hold them like this, like a football, like a mini football. Like you're about to tee up like that. Boom. You stick the knife under your hand in the crook. See, like that. And then you just saw down. Boom. And there you go. 2 lemon halves. Boop. Boop. That way, the blade is always below your flesh and will only cut through the lemon. So lemons, as is the signature of most, if not all, citruses, citrine, have very juicy pockets. I'm sure you all know what a lemon is. Lemon looks like on the inside. Kind of hard to get to focus. But they have little juicy pockets, and you got to break those pockets if you want to get the juice. So if you have a juicer, they got this rib thing on it, which you basically press and crush all those little juicy pockets on. So first press down, boom, and then around like that. Nice and googy. And what I do is I squeeze sideways to make sure I'm crushing the wall against the side while I do this. And then I maybe roll it around. And you want to get like this nice, all grossed in there stuff. So I'll roll it around. Now I have yet to see a good sieve, a good strainer on one of these squishy things. Because like, generally for lemonade, I don't mind some pulp in my lemonade. Not gonna lie. I'm fine with the pulpy lemonade. But like the strainer, it lets a decent amount of pulp through and they get clogged up relatively easily. So I don't even know why you bother, truth be told. It's just a pain. At least it does have an overflow thing, like it'll overflow into the spigot, so it won't squish all over. Squish it all in there. Anybody had any fancy lemonades before? What's the most exotic kind of lemonade or the best lemonade y'all have ever had? I'm trying to think. They used to make lemon like what were they called? Lemon thing at the local fair. They would like make these lemon freezes. Can't remember if that's exactly what they were called. Fresh squeezed lemonade. Fresh squeezed lemonade tastes so much better than the powdered stuff. Not that the powdered stuff tastes bad to me by any stretch of the imagination, but you can't go wrong with some fresh squeezed lemonade. Ah. So there we go. We'll put all these in the thing. Put them all in the compost. Put them on. Let me grab the strainer real quick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this thing and we're gonna pour all the juice into it. Lemonade Mouth. Anybody see that movie? Read that book? I never read the book. Saw the Disney Channel original movie. Remember liking it a lot back in the day. Liked the music a lot. My mom really liked the music. She bought the soundtrack, played it a lot. I wonder how it would hold up on a rewatch. I would assume it would be very, very corny. And an older me would be like, yeah, this is kind of garbage, but good memories. Good times. Good times. All right, one thing that I always recommend is that you clean your strainer, like you rinse it out immediately after you're done using it. Because the thing about a strainer is, it's got all these tiny interlocking wire mesh things that if stuff dries in there, it's a pain to get out. You want to soak it and then maybe it'll get rusty and it's like, oh, it's just awful. Okay, so now we've got some juice. Now I could follow a recipe and have that recipe say, oh, well, put this much lemon juice and this much sugar and this much water. But, the thing about those recipes is they just say, add to taste. Add sugar, add water to taste. And it's like, well, why'd you give me you get me in the ballpark, whatever. So here's what I recommend. I've got my water here. My little measuring cup, just as something to scoop with. So I recommend just winging it, just eyeballing it, just tonguing it. Blah, blah, blah. So what you do is you get a spoon. So you got lemon juice right now. Take a sip of the lemon juice right now. Very sour. Okay. Why are you beeping? Oh, it just started cooking. Interesting. So, really sour, okay? Not a good beverage. Unbearably sour. So, it's got two problems. It's too strong and it's too sour. The sugar will counteract the sourness and the water will counteract the strength. So, the hard part is figuring out does it taste bad or does it not taste good enough because it's too sour or too strong? So let's add some sugar and we'll add some water. More sugar. And you always want to undershoot it. Because you can always add more sugar and you always add more water. But the thing is, if you make it so that it's too sweet or too weak, oh, good luck taking any of that out. You got to add more lemon juice. And if you're out of lemons, well. So I'll stir this up. Let's take a sip. Woo! Woo! Still a little too sour. So we'll add a little bit more sugar. And we'll stir it up. Use a little bit more water, I think. That's a pretty good lemonade. But if we want to make it even better, we can add some other fruit juice to it. Ah. Oh my God. Saying it got hot back there, but I didn't think it got that hot. It's starting to warp the container. That's not good. All right, so we'll just take some strawberries. I don't even need to worry about taking the leaves off because we're gonna strain it anyway. And I got this fancy smasher. You can use a fork, you can use a potato smasher, whatever. And then you just squish down. Squish all that crud. You can use heat if you want to. You can throw this on like a pan or something and try to use heat to break open the cells. That's the thing. But with strawberries, at least, I've found that the juice readily leaves the system. There we go. Strawberry juice. Strawberry juice. Is anybody excited for Thor: Love and Thunder coming up next week? Kind of weird thinking that of all the Marvel characters, Thor is going to be the first one to get a fourth solo movie. Captain America's gone. Sadly, Iron Man's gone. And then those three were the big trilogies. Captain America 3, Iron Man 3, Thor 3. Not actually called that specifically, but whatever. You get my meaning. Makes sense. He's kind of the hardest to kill of the three. He's been around for a bit longer. Just a bit. All right, one thing you can do is you can take a spoon and press the back of it against the strainer to kind of squish all the stuff out. Squish all the juice out. I've seen you can use a cheesecloth as well to wrap it all up in there and squeeze her out. Uh, uh, get out of here. There we go. And again, let me rinse this out. Yeah, the Avengers had 4 movies, but that's the Avengers. That's the flagship series. Where'd the spoon go? All right, y'all ready for the final reveal? Oh, doesn't that look good? Look at that. Daddy, want to come grab this? Take this off my hands. Appreciate it. That's good stuff. Really good stuff. I wonder how it tastes with blueberries. Yes, yeah, I'm about to find out. The color too. I like the color. All right, so next we're just gonna do mine. 4 more lemons. Anybody have any plans for tomorrow, Independence Day? Ooh, that's right. I need to ask the old family what the plans are. I might keep an eye out. I might switch it up to morning and afternoon stream tomorrow instead of afternoon and evening. So that I can make sure that I have dinner uh, opened up. Get to work. Oh no. Working at the deli. You know what? Let's get this out of my face. Look at this. Piece of caramel. Mmm. Suck on that. I will. Actually, I might crunch it because I want to talk to y'all. That's right. Phoenix, are you celebrating the 4th of July? I don't know if you're still on. Phoenix is from the UK, if I remember correctly. It's Independence Day. I don't know with how the socio-political landscape is going right now. I bet the UK is celebrating the day that they didn't have to deal with the US anymore too. But ugh. Oh no. Oh no. I'm spilling juice. Get in there. What the heck? All right, screw it. We dumping all the pulp. I was like, it's okay. It's getting clogged up, but the overflow will be fine. Nope. Baseball. Are you a fan of baseball? What's your favorite team? I watched some baseball yesterday at a restaurant. I used to play baseball when I was really young. Um, fun little story. I was the pitcher. I'm like 5. Like you're not actually pitching. You're just standing there where the coach pitches. And I'm standing at the mound, and this kid, it's t-ball. He couldn't hit the pitches, so he got the tee. So he hits a grounder right to me, a bouncy grounder right to the mound. So I do what you're supposed to do. I get down to pick it up, but it bounces up. And the thing about my jersey is the Yankees. The thing about my jersey was it was super big, so the sleeves were like hanging down a lot. So I went to do that, and I kind of rolled up my arm and into my sleeve and into my shirt. And since my shirt was so big, it was tucked way in my pants. So I had to to get the ball, I had to undo this entire thing and then get the ball out of my shirt. And my dad caught it on film, and so we submitted it to AFV. See, when I was a kid and we wanted to see funny videos, we tuned into AFV, which is America's Funniest Home Videos. People would take videos on maybe like VHS recorders. I think this was a little bit after though. On these big old clunky home cameras, right? And then you'd send it in to this TV network, and if they liked it, they would air it on America's Funniest Home Videos. And it did get accepted. It did get aired. It was not one of the highlighted ones that was like in the running for the most like the funniest, but I think it was just in a montage of other stuff, but they did accept it and they did air it. And so that's how I got on national television. So there you go. Might have to dig up like this. I think we had it recorded somewhere on our DVR or whatever. No, off the TV. The episode recorded. So yeah, that's how old I am. I'm only 24. Let's be honest. I'm not that old. But yeah, back in my day, we didn't really have YouTube. When I connected to the internet growing up, it went still had a tone, and you clicked on a Google link, and then you walked away from the computer because it had to load for 2 minutes, and you couldn't talk on the phone and use the internet at the same time. You would not irregularly hear, "Hey, no one used the computer. I'm expecting a call." Figure that one out. Yeah, it also didn't help that I lived out in the country, so I did not have ready access. Still don't have over there ready access to high speed internet. Good old dial-up. Brings back memories. Again, rinsing out the sieve, the mesh sieve after every time I use it. Like even in rinsing out immediately, there's some little strawberry bits they're trying to stick behind. Whoa! Yeah, ever since the hinge on my laptop broke, I loosened up the the hinge so it wouldn't put as much strain on it. And I overkilled, and I knew I was overkilling, but yeah, if it goes a little too, especially when there's a camera sitting on it, if it goes a little too far, it falls over. Computer games had 7 discs and took 7 hours to download, 3 hours to download. Woohoo! That's a lot of sugar. Not follow my own advice. Pajama Sam! Hey, Pokemon, welcome in. Pajama Sam, Freddy Fish, Spy Fox. Those are on Switch. Like Pajama Sam, I want to say, and Putt Putt. Those are on. I think they have the collections on Switch. Welcome in, Pokemon. How you doing? I hear you have a broken mower. All right, let's take a little sip. Okay, maybe that wasn't as much sugar as I thought it was. You've been lurking, nice. Look at that. Got the Twitch lingo down. Ooh, that's good stuff. Let's see if it gets any better. Bowl. Smasher. Blueberries. It's a jungle out there. You found a blueberry lemonade and you're disappointed in how it tastes? Okay, it's beeping at me. It's done cooking. Let it naturally depressurize for 10 minutes. Do I just let it sit? Okay. 150 at 1:51 p.m. I'll let it sit and then we'll vent it. Not enough blueberry. Well, we'll see how much blueberry I can get into this. And 1 minute with the flan for the flan. 1 minute remaining. Probably want more blueberry. Okay, yes, we get it. All right, flan time. So it's looking like the time is gonna be timing's gonna be pretty good. Ah. Oh, looks okay. Gotta let it cool down for a bit. And Arnold Palmer right now? Maybe, maybe next week, because that's lemonade and tea, right? Should I be using up all your pips? I don't know. Sorry for not seeing that. If you want to, not probably not on this stream. There's not a lot of choices on the cooking stream because a lot of them I just physically cannot do. It doesn't look as smooth on the top, but I'm wondering if it's. Oh no, because you turn it over. Duh. I was gonna say I was wondering if that's because I forgot to cover it until 20 minutes through, but because you flip it over, you have to let it cool completely. Oh, I should probably turn the oven off, shouldn't I? It looks like the sugar is still coating the outside. That's cool. Whoa! That was close. All right. This is not going to work. So I think we're going to do what I've done a couple times in the past, which is if the juice doesn't want to escape the fruit, we'll just throw the entire pulp in there and then strain it out later. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of time to let the flan cool down, the chili depressurize, and the lemonade stew, if you will. So, in the meantime, is there any specific thing, any questions you have for me going forward? If not, I'll just find some other stuff to blab about. So let's put that in there. Skin and all. We'll mix it all up. And then we'll let it sit, and hopefully it'll start leaching out. Do I have samples of the flan? I'll have more flan, and I'll have more chili. I can definitely bring some over, Pokemon. So that needs to sit. This needs to cool down and sit. That needs how much? 5 more minutes? 5, 6, 5 more minutes? What can I talk about for 5 minutes? I'm kind of stressed a little bit about Japan because I had my boss email me and for like my actual specific boss and said, please reply. And I said, yeah, yes, this is me. Said, my name is Yonemura from the Board of Education in, Minamitane, Kagoshima. I would like to contact you about work here, so please reply to this email. So I said, Tanemura-san, it is nice to hear from you. I'm excited to start work as an ALT and a T in Minamitane Show. I look forward to hearing back. Signed, Carl. And I have not heard back. That was 6 days ago. They emailed me at 4:42 a.m. I replied at 9:40 a.m. So I got back to them within the day. And yeah, that was almost a week ago. So I'm sweating it. I'm like, bro, I'm leaving in like 21 days, 20 days. I'll be arriving in like less than 3 weeks in Japan. What we doing? So yeah, I've been planning some stuff to do. If you've seen, I just posted on my Twitter a picture or a little video of my Pokemon coin collection. That's going on along nicely. I need to get more coins. Coin, coin, coin. Um, because so I decided to collect Pokemon coins because I wanted something, to just do in Japan, something to bring over there, and a Bonnie, a sweating bunny, stressed, yeah. Um, so I wanted, something to do over there, and I always like collecting things, but I'm kind of picky. Ooh, blueberry. I don't generally like to collect things that don't have like a specific like number of them. Like I don't like to just I collect rocks for coins. That would be appreciated. I don't want to just look for rocks, right? Or collect rocks because there aren't a set number of rocks. But I've tried collecting Pokemon cards in the past. But if you try to collect all Pokemon cards as they come out, you just can't. Like they come out with too many Pokemon cards, too quickly. But um, so if you try to collect like one set, you can do that. But once you collect that set, they're not going to come out with any more in that set forever. And I did that. I collected most, I don't think all, but most of the black and white first original cards. I was so sad. I entered it in the collection contest in the fair, and when I did, someone else had I had almost the entire thing, but someone else had the entire collection. I was like, what are the odds? So what I settled on was collecting Pokemon coins, the little plastic coins. Some are metal, some are cardboard that you can flip, um, heads or tails to play in the game. And I have a fair amount of them. A lot of them are very poor condition, but I ended up finding on Bulbapedia a complete, comprehensive list of every coin that has been created for the trading card game. And it turns out there's normal sized, and then in like 2013 they started going, well, the normal sized ones are too small and they're a choking hazard. So if we don't want to put choking hazard, we got to make them slightly bigger. So they did slightly bigger ones. And then later they came out with extra large ones. And then also in there was a few cardboard ones in the past. And there's also some metal ones. So I like copied their spreadsheet over, and with some help I got them all sorted out into normal coins, large coins, extra large, um, metal, and cardboard. And so right now I've designed a successful design for the small ones, large ones, and extra large ones. I'm looking into metal. I only have one metal coin. I do not have any cardboard ones. And I think they're all the same size, but there's one cardboard one that says extra large. So I'm like, trying to figure out how I want to store them because right now I've got these 3D printed sheets that go in a binder that have tabs that you like push it in and the tabs go out and they snap back into place. Oh, about time to mess with the chili. Yep. 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 Cover and seal. Blah, blah. Let it naturally depressurize for 10 minutes. Then switch the valve to the venting position to completely release steam before opening the lid. Then remove the chicken breast to a plate and shred apart with 2 forks. So let's do that. All right, so we got to take the chicken breasts out, shred them up, and then we'll stir everything together, melt that cream cheese in, and then that'll be it. Can you wash this off for me? Let's see if we can't find the. There's one.
Just separate out the fiber. Just scrape the fibers apart. Starting from the outside.
Ah. Yeah, so I figure out where the grain is. Her. Yeah, probably. It's a little warm. Here you go. Trade you. Thought it'd be a little bit more tender than this, but whatever.
Yeah. Just like I say, you start from the outside edge of whichever edge you're starting on. Just scrape the shred it. Scrape the fibers. Usually pretty tender.
Not too bad. There we go. Get all the gunk out. Separate all the fibers. There we go. Nice and separated. Well, separated enough for me.
Grab the other one.
Yep, that was the second one. Keep handing the. Should be cool enough. No, the pot holder. Thank you. Can't imagine it'd be super hot still, but safety first. It's still steaming after all. Whoa, yeah. Look at that chili chat. That chicken chili chat. Nice and googie. And that should be that, guys. Let's stir that around. And then nom nom indeed. Let's take my where'd the handheld strainer go? Well, there it is. Ugh. Hey, pretty good on the portions size of lemonade. Yeah, probably should have put the flan away to cool because it's sitting on top of this, hot oven. It's feeling a lot cooler. Oh, you can taste the blueberry. Woohoo! Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, so thank you for lasting to this part of the show. What I'm gonna do now is go on a little commercial break, and then when we come back, I will be at the eating portion. So we'll be eating the food and we'll be chatting, and I'll be telling you what I think. So here's a word from our sponsor, and I will be right back. And we're back. So, we got some red, white, and blue patriotic tortilla strips. We got the. Oh, this is just that camera. There we go. And we got the blueberry lemonade. Let's try some of that. Oh, woo! That's good stuff. Right balance of sweet and tart. Very pleasant, but not overpowering blueberry flavor. I'm sorry, Kitty Woman, you have that one that didn't have enough blueberry. This does. Ooh, that's good stuff. See, I've always been a favor of a fan. Dang, my English is deteriorating. That's kind of what I need to teach. I've always been a fan of recipes that are like throw this in the oven, in the Instapot, whatever, leave it, and then let it come out. Pumpkin bar. I should make pumpkin bars next week. That'd be cool. That would be really cool. Because those are easy. Those are like literally mix ingredients together, put it in the microwave. Oh, I made pumpkin bars already on stream though. Put it in the microwave in the oven. In the oven. Maybe it needs to be fresh. Maybe. Where'd you acquire this blueberry lemonade? Oh, I'm gonna give this. This is really good. I like how creamy it is. I think that's the white and white chicken chili. I love how creamy it is. The cream cheese, I assume, is what is responsible for that, majorly at least. That's what I really like about it. The chicken is tender. There's a great mouthfeel crunch with the tortilla strips. I'm gonna give this a high 8, low 9. Um, really good, really good. Blueberry lemonade is the same. I love a good lemonade. Like it's a regional store brand. Oh, if it was Meyer, it would have been good. I bet. Remember on the East Coast, I'll bring you a blueberry lemonade. I'm not gonna be on the East Coast anytime soon. I'm gonna be on the East Coast of the world, if you know what I mean. Actually, why even be on the East Coast of Japan? I mean, I'll be on a little island, so that's like south of it. So I guess technically East Coast of Japan. You know, I never make a promise I don't think I can keep. If I head to the East Coast, which I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not traveling. You know, I am not freaking catching COVID. I'm not dealing with that. I am not traveling from here, to leaving. I already reported that I haven't gone anywhere other than Michigan in the past however many days. I'm not traveling. But if I did, I mean, I'd buy a blueberry lemonade. Be like, hey, where are you? Meet at a neutral third location. Here you go, kid. Have a blueberry lemonade. Like a drug deal? I got the stuff, man. Here you go. Yeah, first one's free. Exactly. I'll give you the first blueberry lemonade, you know, and you can't get it where you are because it's only Meyer. It's a Meyer brand exclusive. So then you'll start calling me up. Carl, I need the blueberry lemonade. Can you send me more? Oh, sure, but it'll cost ya. Tran with a plan. It's been ages. How have you been? We just made some white chicken chili, some blueberry lemonade, and some flan. But the flan's cooling. You can't mess with it until it's all the way cool. How's life? If you've at all been, I don't know, are we connected on any social media? I don't know. But if y'all, I mean, I'm talking about I got a job in Japan and I'm leaving in 19 days. I'm heading to Chicago in 19 days. Just staying overnight there and then flying out to the nice island of Tanegashima. Line. Wow. Exclamation point Twitter, Instagram, or Instagram if you want to connect there. Or if you want my Snapchat, whisper me on Twitch. Remind me. You're in the grocery store at work laughing. I'm just that entertaining, I guess. But how have you been? How's life been on your side of things? Who texted me? P Boo B is now following me? What the frick? Kind of crazy. The can share on Twitch crazy or not? P Boo B? What a name. I don't post to Twitter a lot. I mean, I don't post to social media a lot. I post to TikTok a lot now. I'll just post a clip every day. You've been really stressed. Anything in particular? Or is it just one of those existential dread? Anything specific? Roe v. Wade? There's a lot to be stressed about. Rising gas prices, global panic. I'm going to stop before I start giving people panic attacks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had someone I met on Twitch. They're like posting on their story. It was kind of funny actually. They posted on their story like, we need to fight for the rights of those who can't fight for themselves or whatever. And I'm like, oh God, I know where this is going, but I'm gonna hope for the best. And I said, you're right. Women are extremely underrepresented in our government, and we need to stick up for their rights of women everywhere. Yeah, and then the next thing was a pro-life, and then their next thing on their story was like 62 million babies are in heaven thanking us for today. And I was like, dear Lord. And then they started posting like more stuff about how people that were anti or were pro-choice, were idiots or whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to say bye. Like, if you want to talk to me like on Discord real time about this issue, fine. But unemployed, living off savings since graduating, kind of rebuilding a life for work since March. Haven't gotten lucky. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's why I went for Jet. I'm like, how? Like, I don't know where to go. Housing situation desperately need to change job. Roe v. Wade, yes. Yeah. All right. Does everybody wanna go on Jet? Well, we'll all go to Japan. We'll all get jobs. But yeah, Jet Japan Exchange Teaching Program. The only requirements are native English speaker and graduate. I think graduated from university is also one. But yeah, that's why I did Jet. I'm like, what do I do? I graduated during the pandemic, and I'm like, what's the next step? Like, every step of my life, I had, okay, high school, go to MSU because of agriculture. Okay, I went to MSU. Go to MSU. My brother's like, hey, why don't you apply to be an RA? That'll handle your housing situation. So I did. Apply to be an RA. Talk to the one guy. Hey, why don't you apply to work sports camps over the summer? That'll take care of your summer housing situation. So I did. I'm an RA, and everything's been. And then all of a sudden, pandemic happens. I'm not talking to people professors before and after class. I'm not like getting advice. Yeah, I graduate, and then I'm sitting there like, oh, now what? I talked to a career advisor. It was awesome. There was like a few weeks in there where I'm just sitting there and I just had a pit in my stomach, like morning, noon, and night. It was just the anxiety ball just sitting in there. And so I finally I got to do something. I can't just sit here, do nothing. So I talked to a career advisor. And then that was when they got me graduated. Because my study abroad was pushed back. So then I graduated, and then I applied to Jet, and then I got it. Thank God. And now I'm leaving in like 3 weeks. 2 weeks from now will be my final stream. Um, I gotta ask Kitty Woman, are you with a Roe v. Wade friendly state? Crap. Oh God. Reproductiverights.org. What if Roe fell? Yuck. Michigan lawmakers will likely try to prohibit abortion. The current governor is supportive, Whitmer. But numerous restrictions make it difficult to ask. Yep. Yeah. If you really want to do the research, it's right there. I don't know if you wanted that stress right now. That's why I'm leaving this freaking country. I'm done. I'm going to go to Japan and then deal with their systemic issues. Yeah. Ugh. So yeah, there's a lot to be stressed about, and I'm not one to lie. I'm gonna be real. There's not a lot that I can do personally to fix the problem. I can't help pay for gas. I can't provide access to reproductive health care. I can't get people jobs. I can't do that. But one thing that I can do, and one of the main things I wanted to do in starting streaming, was to just be someone to talk to and make a place where people can just forget about that for a while. Sometimes I do talk about it because it is, social situations are definitely things that are on my mind because you know what? Doesn't matter in my view, it doesn't matter if you are a politically employed person or an activist or a Twitch streamer or a worker at the deli. Everyone should be some level of politically active because you know what? We live in a society. You know, societal issues impact us all, and it's nice if some people feel that they are definitely protected and that cannot change. But not everybody can, you know. Like me personally, like physically, overturn Roe v. Wade, I'm never going to personally have to handle that myself. But people that I care about most likely will. The whole world is political, and so is everything in it. So it's something that everybody participates in, whether they want to or not, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I wish we just had a perfect political landscape that people could just be like, I don't have to deal with it because it's already great. Yep. You know, and if you're, I can't, promise anything on the Discord as well, but one thing I try to do as well is if people, want to help out with other people or what, or help out with it. What am I trying to say? I want to build a community. All right. Have I done that? Not super effectively. I'm going to be honest. But, if people ever want to hop on the Discord, be like, yo, does anybody ever want to play Dead by Daylight or Super Smash Bros. Or whatever? Can't always guarantee that I will be there and willing. But, you know, oh, I'm going for bowl number 2. I'll be right back. See a mango lemonade? That might be a good idea. Feel free to throw that in the cooking Discord. Ah, that was one that I was kind of thinking about. Mango. Yeah, I'm curious to see what socio-political issues I'm going to run into Japan. Like, you hear about some things like women are definitely not, just as they are here, not seen as equals. Took a couple classes. I think Tran with a plan. Probably in one of them with me. Talking about like women in Japan don't get um a lot of high paying, high promotion positions in um in like business and stuff, like that. And the reason is not even necessarily people think that they're not competent, although I think that's probably also within the stigma. The idea that why should we promote you and put you in a high position when you're just going to leave to have kids? Like that's kind of the like, oh, young women get and they might get a promotion, but then they have their first kid and then they leave for a bit to take care of that kid, and then they lose a position and they come back and then they're like, okay, well, you're just going to leave to take care of more kids, so you don't get a higher um, position or anything. You don't get the better paying ones. Yeah, sexism in the medical field, like everywhere. Where the kind of the idea is like, well, why would I hire you if you're just gonna leave and go have kids? Because that's kind of there's not a lot of child care um, stuff like that. Well implemented maternity leave or paternity leave, so that the dad can take care of the kid. Um, a lot of absent fathers, even not even though they might have a stable marriage. Like one of my professors was talking about, he did a live-in with a family where the father um, would leave on Monday to work, stay at the company dorm through Friday, and then come back. So no one would see, like, he was like, it was working out, it was a happy marriage, but you wouldn't see dad for 5 of 7 days. It's like, dang, crazy stuff. And there's kind of like there's a term in Japanese called shoganai. Kind of translates to, can't be helped. Whatever. Which there's something to be said for that. If it's super hot outside and you're hot, there's no sense complaining about it because there's nothing you can do about it. But, you know, people just go, oh, that's the way it is. Whatever. And that's what I'm wondering. Am I gonna butt heads with some of my superiors? Because I'm not one to take things lying down and stand for nonsense like that. I'm sorry. Let's see, what's a light topic? You guys want to see my collection? I'm gonna go get my Pokemon coin collection. As much as I like to talk about real world issues, I try not to come to Carl's stream and leave depressed. So one thing I've realized over the years is when you're making something, always allow for mistakes. I got a 4-inch binder. I think I'd only need a 3-inch binder, but I got a 4-inch binder. And so here, is what it looks like. So you got these sheets, these little tabs on them that allow for coins to stick in there. So I want to put labels here describing like when they came out, like where you could get them, what they look like, but that's down the line. So these are all the regular size coins. So these are all the regular size coins that I currently own. There's I haven't gotten them in a long time, so there's what, 7 sheets here? Yeah. There's 7 sheets here. I'm going to need 10 to hold all the ones that are currently out. I'll probably print 1 or 2 more. So I have designed, I just have yet to successfully print ones for the large ones and the extra large ones. So I'm printing the normal ones in red for Pokeball, large ones in blue for Great Ball, extra large for yellow for Ultra Ball, metal ones in purple for Master Ball, and the cardboard ones in brown for Safari Ball and cardboard. I had to buy new spools for every color. That ran me like $120, but we don't need to talk about that. Good stuff. I'm sad I didn't get to try the flan on stream. But you know what? Shameless plug. Follow my Instagram. When I get the flan out, I'll take a picture of it and I'll post on there what I feel. Maybe by the end of the day. Maybe not. We shall see. But outro time. Thank you everybody for coming out. It was nice chatting with y'all. We had a pretty good stream. Always love to see it. Thanks for staying with the end, Kitty Woman. And it was lovely to see you again. Tran with a plan. What was it? P-boo-bee. In any case, thanks for coming out. And if you like what you saw and you're not following, feel free to follow. And if you are following and you like to check out my other social media, you can do so in the description below on desktop, or if you're on mobile, type !, whatever the platform is. And if I have it, my bot will give you the link. Of course, just showing up, just chatting, just lurking is more than enough support for me. But if you would like to support the channel monetarily, all proceeds go back to the channel. You can do so by donating, cheering, or subscribing. It's free with Amazon Prime. Info on how to set that up in my Discord. Other than that, stay safe out there, folks. Get vaccinated, get boosted if you're not already. If you're not vaccinated, if you're not boosted, don't leave your house unless you absolutely need to. But if you do need to leave your house, make sure you wear a mask. Stay at least 6 feet, that's 2 meters for you British people, away from other people. And everybody, please, wash your hands often. See you tomorrow. Crash Bandicoot? Stay tuned. I might move it to be morning and afternoon instead of afternoon and evening because of 4th of July. But other than that, stay tuned. Bye.